What's up, y'all? Today what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to make a little bit of Cajun food from a real Cajun. Would you say you're a real Cajun, Mom?
Oh yeah.
Real Cajun, we're going to make, what we're going to make? Étouffée?
Étouffée.
Étouffée. Crawfish étouffée. You see right here, I got a little camera set up so I can edit the food. I don't have to do that. I'm just record the food the whole time she's cooking. And right now she is cutting up green onions she got from her garden, bell peppers she got from her garden, and we're about to teach you how to make real crawfish étouffée. Okay, you made your base already?
Yes.
Okay, what is that? Is this it right here?
I have to have base on hand. This is so much easier to make it ahead of time.
Crawfish. Our base. What's in the base?
Well, actually, there's jalapenos in the base, so I don't have to put any more jalapenos in there because it's going to be hot enough.
Okay.
I forgot I had that in my
Well,
base.
what's all?
It's onions. Start off with, butter and cooking oil and onions and garlic. And I always use fresh garlic, always. To me, it's just not the same as the garlic they give you in the store in a drawer. It's just not the same.
Right.
I use fresh garlic. And then I put bell peppers, either green bell peppers in there or red bell peppers or banana peppers, any kind of pepper. And let's see, what else do I have in there?
You caramelize it all together, is that?
You caramelize it, yeah. You got to caramelize it. And then it's ready to go. And I don't have to do that again. It saves me a lot of time.
Well, they're going to be super confused already because they don't even know what a base is. Most of the people watching this.
Well, it's basically like you want to saute an onion in some butter and some grease. And then after your onion is a little sauteed, then you want to put your garlic in there and let that kind of roast up a little bit. Then you put your bell pepper in there, your green peppers, and your jalapeno peppers, and you just let that all kind of caramelize down, and then boom, you got your base.
And that's it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to get any butter.
Now what do you do with the base?
Okay, I'm gonna take a spoonful, and I'm gonna put it in here, and I usually take quite a bit of the butter that rises to the top. And
this is étouffée.
yes,
How can somebody?
it's my version of étouffée. It's the way I've always made it.
Is it how your mom made it?
Yes. Now this does not work properly, so I'm gonna have to do this.
Your mama made it, and she was born when?
In 1919.
1919, and this is how Cajuns made étouffée. It's a long process.
There's just different versions of it, but this is how I make it. And that fire isn't gonna get hot enough over there.
You can move it.
I can? It's not
Yeah.
gonna hurt nothing?
No.
Alright. Because something happened to that fire. I'm gonna have to get somebody to come out here and look at it. It doesn't get hot enough. So I'm gonna let everything kind of melt down right there. And what I normally do, I put a little bit more unsalted butter in it. Yeah, a little bit. So that whenever I put my flour in it to make my roux in a minute, I'm gonna make a little roux. I need to have a little bit more fat in there to make my roux.
Yeah.
So
And what is a roux?
that ought to work. A roux is going to be the thickener agent, and not only the thickener agent, but it's going to be the flavor agent for whatever you're making, whether you're making a gumbo or. But this isn't going to be a real dark roux. It's going to be a blonde roux.
You ain't talked to many Cajuns out there, so people don't know what roux are, or blonde roux, or dark roux.
Well, a blonde roux, you're not gonna.
What would you cook? What would you cook with a blonde roux? What type of dish would you make with a blonde roux opposed to a dark roux?
Well, like a bechamel sauce, where you don't make your stuff too dark. You want a dark roux when you make gumbo. When you make étouffée, you want just a light roux.
How about the couvillon?
Mama never made a dark roux for that. She always made light roux. She just made something that she could thicken her sauce.
Yeah, and what? And how do you make roux?
You just flour and oil.
That's
Flour
it.
and oil. But the reason why I have
So you're going to use this butter instead of oil.
yeah, because it gives it such a good flavor.
Right.
Such good flavor. And I'm all about flavor.
So basically, you're making your roux for the étouffée, and all that is like your base was just like onions and bell peppers and garlic.
Yeah, that you caramelize.
Yeah.
That you caramelize. And also
So you can
jalapeno.
make this
You can leave jalapenos out if you don't like it,
a little spicy.
you know, spicy. But everybody in our family likes spicy, so I try to. And everybody in this area likes spicy.
Yeah.
Period. Okay, then you're gonna put in that much. Now I'm measuring, and I don't ever measure. It's hard for me to even know exactly. You see what I'm doing here, huh? That's a tablespoon, and it's like a
Yeah.
heaping tablespoon.
No, it's like 5 tablespoons.
5
And you can use, to make a roux, you can either use any oil and flour, butter and flour.
Yeah.
You just try to get it brown. And
Yeah.
now
Some sort of
this is where it comes in, the way you make it blonde or dark. Right now you're cooking the roux, right?
yes. You want to cook the flour out of it. I may have to pull a little bit out. I'm not used to cooking in a little pot like this
Why are you cooking so little?
because it's going to be thick. And whenever it gets thick, it may be too thick for me
Right.
to finish it up in here. So I might have to take a little bit out of this and add it back in as I'm making my sauce in a minute. But, you know, I'm stirring it, but it's not necessary. I know that people are real freaked out when they cook roux because they don't like to get away from it. But I've cooked it for so many years till I know about how long to stay away from it.
Yeah.
And instead of wearing myself out, I don't stir it all the time.
You know this is a cooking kitchen when you got big old things full of seasonings.
Show them my pots over there.
And all your pots and pans. It's like a professional
Restaurant
kitchen restaurant. This is
You can move that flour out of the way.
you can see it. It's like a restaurant. A big old to serve all the food our family loves to eat. Just show you a little bit of what's on the. Are you interested in this for sure? That is me, and that is Haley. Would you say that was Haley?
I
think
don't know which one.
They're identical twins. That's Haley.
It looks like Hannah to me. Well,
No,
maybe
that's
Haley.
Haley.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my mom and dad. Right there. Got a gift from church for having 6 kids. That's Sean, my brother.
Look.
That Brandon's dad. That's, believe it or not, that's Brandon's brother. That's 6'2". We don't know how that happened. There's Seth, my sister's son. That is Brandon's sister. That is some cousins. There is Hannah and Haley. That's my sister.
You want to
I
see
think
if
she's
they're
having a
real?
baby right there.
You want me to turn it off?
That's my grandpa. He was a prisoner of war for 3.5 years with the Bataan Death March. No, you can just keep cooking. He was in World War II, got captured at the beginning of World War II. And cousins and nieces and nephews and my son. See, this is 1 year at the zoo. Another year at the zoo. Another year at the Houston Zoo. And then they got her chickens on the top. Alright. Now, is that brown
as you can
enough?
see, it's getting browner. And while he's been talking over there, showing you the pictures, it's starting to brown up on the bottom, so I already stirred it. And I'm going to let it get a little bit browner.
Okay, what is that?
This is Rotel tomatoes, and I usually use the mild because I already got enough pepper and sauce there.
So you make everything
Everything.
homemade.
Oh yeah, for sure. Turn this up again.
People are going to ask why Brandon isn't on the refrigerator.
Well, he doesn't ever give me any pictures.
There you go. That's why Brandon isn't on the refrigerator.
That's why Brian isn't up there.
Oh, Willie.
Your brother, yeah, Willie.
They don't know Brian. They
No.
just know, some know Sean. They don't know Melanie. They don't know Vicky.
You can see that this is getting a little darker.
Yes. It's getting a little bit darker. So I don't know how many people are going to be interested in this, but I like this type of thing. And this is legitimate recipes here. People pay a lot of money for these things.
Oh yeah.
That's why you didn't get to see completely what was in the secret sauce at the beginning.
And you know, I tweak everything. If somebody even gives me a recipe, I make it my own. But after you cooking for 55 years, because I really started cooking whenever I was about 12. I just learned how to do it by trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Burned a lot of roos in my time.
That looks like it's getting real blonder.
This gives it flavor. This gives it flavor. Some people like it even darker. I mean, some people like, I had a lady tell me one day that she likes her roux dark with her etouffee, but
I don't think I'd mind it darker than etouffee. I mean,
wouldn't
I
either.
like dark roux.
yeah, I do too.
It's turning into more of a more than blonde, isn't it?
Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it on low. And what's the first thing? Let's see. I'm gonna put my Rotel tomatoes. And my wonderful chicken base. I love it. I love it. I like the chicken. They have the beef base too. I get it at Sam's. It is like, it just kicks everything up a notch.
What brand is that?
This is Tone's chicken base. And it's like putting a chicken bouillon or,
yeah.
But it's a base and it's just, I mean, it's delicious. It's delicious.
And then once you do that, you don't need much salt.
No.
I learned that the hard way.
No, you don't. Actually, I try not to put any more salt in it. I do that so it can kind of cream up with that. And you know what? Talking about cream, I need cream of chicken soup. A can of cream of chicken, and I gotta get it. I'm glad I said cream.
So you're putting chicken stuff in your etouffee.
Yeah. Cream of chicken soup. This one just happens to be from H-E-B.
Mm-hmm.
It can be Campbell's. It can be Dollar General store brand.
It's just cream of chicken.
And since I'm making so little, I'm not going to use it all in here. I'm just going to put about like that.
Almost looks like mayonnaise.
No, it's not.
That's good.
It won't taste like mayonnaise. And I always use bottled water.
Now, how long do you cook it and cook it down in the water?
Well, you want to let it cook down till it's all smooth. Everything's smoothed out. Probably about, I'm not real sure because I'm cooking so little of it right now. I'm used to cooking a great big pot.
Do you
And
make
it's
it
just
to like a consistency of a thick gravy?
Yes. And usually I get a little whisk.
Why are you cooking such a little pot? I never seen you cook such a little amount of anything.
Oh no. And it's different.
See, it's already starting to get thicker.
Now, as I cook it, I'm going to see how thick I want it, what consistency I want, and I may end up by having to take some of this out, pour a little bit more water, because I don't have much space in this pot.
You can't get a bigger pot?
Well, I want to get something that they can see easily. If I got something deeper, they wouldn't see as well as...
Yeah, they'll see it.
This is good enough.
It don't matter what size pot it
This is
is.
good enough. I can deal with it.
I don't want to waste any.
And if you want to make shrimp etouffee, you can do the same thing. Do the same thing. Or a crab meat. I know that not many people do that, but
Why wouldn't they do
yeah,
that?
it would
That
be
sounds
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
So the people the actual cooks that's actually watching this, what do you think they're going to think about the way you cook it? The ones that know how to cook etouffee, what's going to be different? Her mama cooked this
Yeah.
back in 1919.
I don't think
She
nothing
probably
will be
learned from her
different,
mama.
Really. I mean, I don't
And your
know.
mama was a Thibodeau, right?
My mama was a Gillot.
Who was the Thibodeau?
My daddy's mama.
Oh, okay. That's pretty Cajun.
Yeah.
And when did he learn how to speak English?
When he started school. He couldn't speak English till he started school. And my grandma and my mom and all them always spoke French. And now I'm gonna pour a little bit more water because to me it needs to be thinned out a little bit more.
It got a little too thick. I don't mind it a little bit thick. And that's preference probably, huh?
Yeah, really. It's what you like. It's what you like. How much seasoning you want in it is totally what you like.
What kind of seasoning is that?
This is Tony's, and you can't leave that out.
Let me see the face of it. And they're from Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
You can probably buy it anywhere. I don't know about anywhere in the world, but anywhere in the United States. It's super good. I remember when they first came out. People were
This is a little bit more cayenne.
cayenne
You don't
pepper,
have to put this in if you don't want to. It just gives it a little kick.
a little red pepper,
A little granulated garlic.
some more garlic.
Granulated garlic. Not garlic salt, just garlic. I just put just a little bit, just kick up the flavor. I always put a little accent in it. Maybe some of y'all won't like accent, but don't put it in. But I always put a little accent.
It's a lot of seasoning.
And I'm going to finish it off with the cream. Put a little heavy cream in it.
Okay. So if you're confused about the very first base that she put in it, all that was caramelized onions, bell peppers, that type of thing. Garlic, just caramelized with butter, and that's it. So you can.
And you know what? I don't use celery, but a lot of people do. But I just prefer not to put celery in mine. So if you want to put celery in it, go ahead. A lot of people will say it's not Cajun if you don't put celery.
Oh,
but
that's craziness.
you know what? I do what the taste that I like.
Celery
and that my
can,
family
to
likes.
me, celery can change the taste of something.
Well, it's an overwhelming taste.
Right.
Now, then you put your crawfish tail meat in it, and the thing of it is, it's already cooked.
So you got it, yeah.
So basically, all you have to do
A lot of people's etouffee is red too.
yeah. I think they put tomato sauce in it.
Mm.
But my tomatoes, I have enough with the rotel.
Yeah. You don't want to overwhelm the tomato taste.
No.
And they got the rice already made right here.
Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do...
If you don't know how to make rice, then you probably need to check out that video that I'm not going to make. Somebody else can tell you how to make rice.
I never use a rice cooker. I always make it the old-fashioned way, Pamela.
Is it missing something?
I'm going to put a little bit more Tony's.
you put that on top of rice, and you have etouffee. And we're about to do that.
Yeah. And Russell's fixing to eat him some.
I'm about to eat me some. And I'm on a diet, so I'm doing this for the fans. Okay.
And then the end part, you put your green onions.
Oh, so it wasn't finished.
No. At the very end, when everything's through, you put green onions.
Oh yeah. That wasn't that long either. It actually, if you have your onions and garlic, bell peppers caramelized already,
It doesn't take long
that took
at all.
25 minutes. You could do a show. The shows are, you get probably about that much time.
Yeah, this doesn't take long at all.
All right, well, we're going to put this on rice and see what it tastes like. Okay, put a little bit on the rice. I put the rice already on the thing there.
Okay. You want me to put it on?
Yeah, don't drown it in it. I like more rice than anything.
Okay. Is that enough?
A little bit more. Yeah. That's good right there. Some might want like spaghetti. I like my spaghetti with more noodles than I do the sauce. And you may want this with more sauce than you do the rice. So that looks pretty good.
You know what? We gotta take a picture of it.
What I just mixed up?
No, well, we should have.
All right, etouffee. You seen it? Get some more. The crawfish etouffee. I taste the butter.
Yeah. It kicks it
Super
up.
good. Thing is, man, that's good. I've been eating this forever. I'm getting more sauce. I just said I wasn't, but I am. Because it's just too good to eat just rice. Okay. More sauce. I guess I ain't on my diet today. That's good. Well, that is etouffee, Cajun style. I actually said some people make it different. Some people may be Cajun and make it different.
Yeah.
But it's all, I guarantee all of them has roux in it. That's one thing that they all have the same. So it's amazing. If you want to watch it, I mean, you want to try it, you can try it yourself. If we get a lot of views from this, and people want to see this type of thing, we'll cook more stuff. Some pork jambalaya. That's one of my favorites that she makes. Even the soul food that she makes with the fried chicken and gravy and stuff like that. Super good. Mashed potatoes, all that stuff. Green beans. So if you want to see her cook some style of Cajun foods, comment below. And if you want to see more videos like this, like it, subscribe, and we'll keep doing it. I mean, if we don't get that much interest, we probably won't keep doing it. But if people would like to watch it, we'll keep doing it. All right, guys, keep up alive.